1.1 Planning and organizing work. Think about an examples of when you have managed a team to meet the organizational or project objectives. If you do not manage a team, think about an examples of when you have managed your own work activities to meet organizational or project objectives. This section is about how well you A. Plan, organize and monitor work activities and methods. B. Set objectives and measure performance. C. Build team relations to carry out the work planned, including identifying training needs within the team. If you do not manage a team, think about an examples of when you have managed your own work activities. At 1 a.m. Managing health, safety and welfare. Think about an examples that includes when you have identified risks, breaches and how you dealt with the situation. Everyone has some responsibility. You need to think about what you do in your job role. The assessor will take account of the different environments in which these criteria can be applied, for example site-based, office-based, consultants, academia etc., and will apply judgment accordingly. This section is about how well you A. Identify your job responsibilities and practices under health, safety and welfare legalization. B. Identify hazards and assess risks arising from workplace activities. C. Applied welfare/well-being and working practices. Everyone has some responsibility. You need to think about what you do in your job role. 1.3 Managing quality. Demonstrate your competence in evaluating the quality of a specific product, service, or process by providing good examples where the required or expected standards were not being achieved, and explain your actions to remedy, rectify or improve them. Demonstrate your competence of managing client or user satisfaction, quality assurance processes and procedures. This section is about how well you A. Evaluate the quality of a product or service or process. B. Work to improve the product, service or process where it does not meet required standards. C. Manage client/user satisfaction. QA processes and procedures. Think about an examples that include when you identified a quality issue with a service, a product, or a process. Or implementing sustainable construction development. Provide workplace evidence to demonstrate your awareness and involvement in good practice in the operation of sustainable construction. Use examples to demonstrate your understanding of sustainable development, including other sustainable communities, energy management and environmental impact, and include environmental legislation and other controls appropriate to sustainable construction development and your role. This section is about how well you A. Demonstrate an awareness of good practice in the operation of sustainable construction within your job role. B. Application of the concept of sustainable development. C. Comply with environmental legislation in relation to your job role. Think about an examples that includes how you have applied sustainable construction to your projects. Do you want to hear more? At 1 a.m. there's 1.5 of commercial, contractual and legal issues. Demonstrate your awareness and involvement in construction law, civil law and insurance matters relevant to your job role. This should include examples of specific contracts in which you have had experience of contractual obligations and negotiated contracts, relevant to your job role. Use examples to demonstrate awareness of the commercial impact of your decisions and actions, and your ability to communicate effectively with clients, consultants, senior management, stakeholders or other relevant personnel regarding commercial, contractual and legal issues. This section is about how well you A. Demonstrate a knowledge and understanding of construction or civil law or insurance practice. B. Demonstrate an understanding of the commercial impact of decisions and actions. C. Communicate with clients regarding commercial, contractual and legal issues. Use specific examples to demonstrate your ability to communicate effectively with a range of interested parties relevant to your job role. Examples should include reference to a range of media. Indicate the ways in which you adapt your communication style taking into account different parties. Think about an E. At 1:30 a.m. there's 2.2 Decision making. Think about where you needed to find Think about where you needed to find a solution to a problem. What investigations did you undertake? What were the solutions, and analyze why you chose your solution. Finally, how did you implement, monitor and evaluate the effectiveness of the solution? This section is about how well you identify and investigate problems, illegal extension unauthorized on balcony head top, make decision on cost-effective ways to take it down, B, analyze possible solutions, consult with building control, C, implement, monitor and evaluate the effectiveness of the solution, think about where you needed to find a solution to a problem. What investigations did you undertake? What were the solutions, and analyze why you chose your solution. Finally, how did you implement, monitor and evaluate the effectiveness of the solution? At 2 a.m. there's 2.3 managing information. Think about a time when you have managed the flow of information in various situations. How did you identify the need and then access the information? How do you manage information and communication systems? This section is about how well you demonstrate an ability to manage information and communication systems. I use a CRM system called Here. We use that system as a way replacing physical folders. It is a cloud-based system. B. Demonstrate an ability to identify and access information. All activities related to a project is stored on this system. We communicate all site visits and events on that system. C. Manage the flow of information in a range of situations. Committed to storing information, setting codes so others can easily find the information, which is important for any litigious reasons. And at 2:30 a.m. there's 2. Use an occasion when you developed, contributed to or have an awareness of a project or other strategic/financial plan that demonstrates how you managed, monitored, evaluated that plan. Include how you manage risk, procurement, cost and cost control, finance, time and production. This section is about how well you legal framework voids budget, DFG budget, A, develop or contribute towards a strategic, financial or other plan. Working in the home improvement team, we have given an annual budget of £1 million. Procuring contracts has been vital in order to manage the spend effectively. B. Monitor and evaluate the effectiveness of a strategic, financial or other plan. Carrying daily site visits, daily negotiating with contractors, variation orders, stringent checks, interim payments, final accounts. C. Demonstrate the ability to manage the various aspects of a plan, for example risk, procurement, costs and cost control, financial management, time management. And P. Do you want to hear more? 3 a.m. there's 2.5 developing people or teams. Think about this within the scope of job role or as an individual if you do not manage a team. Have you helped or mentored a new employee and helped them understand what their training needs are? Have you had to negotiate a training plan? Do you carry out appraisals or do you have regular appraisals yourself? How do they help monitor performance? This section is about how well you demonstrate an ability to identify learning needs and negotiate a learning plan. During my career I have mentored a number. B. Demonstrate an understanding of appraisal and performance management. Measuring performance KPIs has been great to improving my skill set as a surveyor. C. Demonstrate effectively manage a team as a contractor. Managing teams of contractors has been vital for effective progress of projects. At 3:30 a.m. there's 2.6 systems or processes that have resulted in a benefit to your organization or project outcomes. Your examples should demonstrate how you have used solutions attained through external sources and previous experience and transferred or adapted them to the benefit of your organization, project or task. This includes how well you demonstrate the ability to use innovative ideas or solutions to bring benefit to an organization or project. I have developed a detailed handover checklist for post-inspections. I also give this checklist to the contractor to help them police their work before I do. It has reduced the callbacks by 90%. B. Develop innovative ideas or solutions for aftercare. I have developed a target list KPIs to monitor for aftercare. C. Use innovation to reduce costs or time. Weekly status reports. Planning appointments. Grouping projects in relation to postcodes and areas has been. At 7 a.m. there's class photos, Gilman and Soames, provisional date. And at 1 p.m. there's Tin Yang. At 12:30 a.m. there's 3.1 professional judgment and responsibility. A. Demonstrate an understanding and application of professional judgment and responsibility. including ethical decision-making. Think about an example where you have had to make a professional judgment. Make sure it is outside of your normal sphere of work. Show you understanding by providing examples and how the learning benefited you. Please refer to the following link in relation to more information regarding ethics in our rules and regulations. www.ciob.org/about/governance/royal charter. Is outside of your normal sphere of work. Show you understanding by providing examples and how the learning benefited you. Please refer to the following link in relation to more information regarding ethics in our rules and regulations. www.ciob.org/about/governance/royal charter. At 12:30 a.m. there's 3.2 commitment to abide by the rules and regulations of professional competence and conduct. Demonstrate using examples from your experience of how, in your role, you function within an ethical framework. Ethics is at the heart of professional integrity, requiring honesty and respect for the rights of others. It goes beyond skills, experience and adherence to rules/standards. Please refer to the following link in relation to more information regarding ethics in our rules and regulations. www.ciob.org/about/governance/royal charter. This is primarily C. Understanding the rules and regulations of CIOB membership. At 12:30 a.m. there's 3.3 commitment to continuing professional development. You should show an understanding of the importance of CPD in your role, as this CPD is a mandatory requirement for membership, by providing evidence that you carefully evaluate, plan and implement a range of industry-focused activities to show how they meet your current and future needs. Demonstrate your role in encouraging CPD in others and your awareness of its importance in developing the construction industry. Indicative examples. Identify how you have reflected upon achievement or lack of achievement. Evaluate training and development activities. Demonstrate where and how you have encouraged others in the organization to undertake CPD activities. This is primarily B. Understand CPD and the benefits. And at 1:30 a.m. there's 2.1 communication use specific Understanding the rules and regulations of CIOB membership. At 12:30 a.m. there's 3.3 commitment to continuing professional development. You should show an understanding of the importance of CPD in your role, as this CPD is a mandatory requirement for membership, by providing evidence that you carefully evaluate, plan and implement a range of industry-focused activities to show how they meet your current and future needs. Demonstrate your role in encouraging CPD in others and your awareness of its importance in developing the construction industry. Indicative examples. Identify how you have reflected upon achievement or lack of achievement. Evaluate training and development activities. Demonstrate where and how you have encouraged others in the organization to undertake CPD activities. This is primarily B. Understand CPD and the benefits. And at 1:30 a.m. there's 2.1 communication use specific examples to